I read one story that says, how dare ICE? The facts are that less than 1% of illegal aliens are deported from this country were convicted of murder. I mean, you kidding me? So an illegal alien has to commit a murder before it's a meaningful deportation? That's just ridiculous. There's nothing in immigration law that says you got to commit yet another crime beyond illegal entry to be deported. That's not what the law says at all. But here are the facts. I looked at the numbers yesterday. A majority of those in our detention facilities are criminals. But now the left is saying they're not criminal enough. He only has 2 DUIs. He's not a murderer. He's not a rapist. No, 10,000 people a year die from DUIs. That's a public safety issue. If you're in the country illegally and you drive on our streets on a DUI, you need to be locked up. You need to be deported. That is the way it should be. So now the media is saying they're not criminal enough. But here's the fact. The majority of those in detention are criminal, have a criminal history. Who are the rest of the people in our detention? Because they say they're non-criminals. So let's talk about who they are. Number one, they're expedited removal cases. By law, by federal statute, they're required to be detained. We don't have a choice. Mandatory detention. That's what it's spelled out in law. So they're in our detention. We don't have a choice. That's federal law requirement. The others, a lot of national security threats. Like we arrested over 309 Iranian nationals. I don't know if any of them have a criminal history, but they are a national security threat based on solid intelligence. So yeah, we're locking up national security threats that don't have criminal charge. So that's who else we have in detention. And lastly, who do you have in detention? You have people who've had due process at great taxpayer expense. A federal judge orders them removed. They come on our radar. Our job by statute is to execute these orders, remove those people. That's who's in detention. People that the courts have ordered us to remove, people that Congress gives the authority to arrest and deport. But you're talking about criminals, national security threats, mandatory detention by federal law. That's who's in our detention.